Assalamu alaikum. Despite its brevity, being composed of not more than 7 short ayahs, the first chapter of the Qur'an, Surah al-Fatiha, is undisputedly the book's greatest and most important chapter. It is hence the one chapter in the Qur'an that must be read in every single rak'ah, that is, unit of prayer, of every Muslim's ritual prayer, salat, or the salat is otherwise void. Due to its unique significance, dozens of books have been written in Arabic, analyzing, explaining, and commenting on this surah. Some of these books extend to hundreds of pages. One of them, in fact, a modern Arabic compilation of selected commentaries on this individual chapter, interestingly consists of 850 pages. Praise and grateful veneration are due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the one who is all merciful, the bestower of abundant mercy, the master of the day of judgment and requital. It is you whom we worship, and it is you whom we seek for help. Bestow upon us guidance to and along the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favour, not of those upon whom wrath has fallen, nor of those who have lost the right guidance and gone astray. Noticeably here, we have some denotative parallels, meaning more than one meaning at the same time on the denotative level. So the word hamdu, Alhamdulillah, we can see is translated into praise and grateful veneration. That's because the word hamd means 3 things. In Arabic, al-thana and al-shukru and al-ta'zeem. Praise, gratitude, thankfulness, and veneration. So praise and grateful veneration, all 3 stand for the word hamd. And then Maliki Yawmiddin. Yawmiddin is translated as the day of judgment and requital. That's because ad-din means al-hisabu wal-jaza. Al-hisabu, judgment, and al-jaza, requital, repayment. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim is translated into guidance to and along the straight path. Because the word in Arabic is not ihdina ila as-sirat, and it is not ihdina ala as-sirat, it is ihdina as-sirat, which means both to the path and along the path. Guidance all the way long to God's mercy. And finally, we notice that the words وَلَضَّالِّينَ, الضَّالِّينَ, those who have lost the right guidance and gone astray. Losing guidance and then going astray. That's for the word الضَّالِّينَ. After we bear witness, we notice here, to Allah's uttermost glory and to our humble status before Him and our wholehearted submission to Him, we admit our full reliance upon Him in every matter, and this is finally consummated by supplication of Him to grant us continued guidance. all forms of praise and degrees of grateful veneration. You see the word alhamdu, the definite article al here alongside the word hamdu. Al is the definite article which turns the noun hamdu into a generic abstract noun which explicitly implies all-inclusiveness, meaning every sense of this noun. Al-karamu, it means generosity in general, all shapes of generosity. Here hamdu, which we said means praise, means gratitude and veneration. So with the word, with the article al-hamdu, it comes to mean all forms of praise and all degrees of grateful veneration are forever due to Allah. Forever due to Allah. Forever because it's a nominal sentence, nominal. It's a sentence without a verb. And a nominal sentence implies fixedness as compared to a verbal sentence with a verb in it, which signifies action and fluidity. So instead of the sentence being Ahmadullah Rabb al-Alameen or Ihmidullah, which are verbal sentences, it comes in the form of a nominal sentence, Alhamdu Lillahi, without a verb, which shows this foreverness, if you like, this fixedness of hamd. So are due to Allah, forever due to Allah alone, the one and only rightful deity. I keep explaining this, why with the word Allah I explain it connotatively as the one and only rightful deity, because it's well understood in the language Arabic itself that the word Allah stands, it's a proper noun, it stands for the name of the one and only rightful deity. That's for all religions, for people of all faiths. The word Allah in Arabic refers to that one holy being, one divine being who is alone worthy of being worshipped, as compared to the word ilah, which has a feminine form, ilaha in Arabic, that's goddess, has a plural form which is aliha, that's gods, whereas Allah has neither feminine form nor plural form, is just a name for this one divine being. Therefore, due to Allah alone, the one and only rightful deity. The one and only Lord, creator, nurturer and sovereign owner of all the worlds. You see, he's Rabbil Alameen. When you say the king of this country, it's obvious, it's understandable that the person referred to is the one and only. Otherwise, it would not be a correct sentence to say the king of the country if there is more than one king. So Allah being Rabbil Alameen, it of necessity means He's the one and only Rabb. And the word Rabb means or includes, because Rabb comes from the verb, the root, which is Rabba, yurabbi. So it implies, denotatively implies, that He is the only Lord, creator, nurturer and sovereign owner of al-alameen, of all the worlds. Next, He is ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So all praise and grateful veneration are forever due to Allah alone, the one and only who is all merciful, ar-Rahman, the one true, the only true bestower of abundant mercy. And here comes the distinction between ar-Rahman and ar-Rahim, both of which are derived from from the word rahmah, which is mercy. Both Rahman and Rahim are derived from the word rahmah. And both are intensified adjectives of the word rahim, merciful. And the difference there is that ar-Rahman is the one who is whose fixed attribute is rahmah, is mercy towards everything in creation. So he's all merciful. Whereas ar-Rahim describes the act of bestowal, the bestowal of rahmah, the bestowal of mercy. Therefore, I translate it as the only true bestower of abundant mercy. And next, all praise and grateful veneration are forever due to Allah alone, the one and only master and full controller of everything on the day of judgment and requital. Because he's Maliki Yawmiddin. He is the Malik, the one and only master and full controller. To be a Malik is to be the owner, the master, and the full controller of something. He is the Maliki of everything on the day of judgment and requital. Then the surah moves another step. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ. It is you alone, our glorious Lord. Our glorious Lord, because in the light of the attributes the surah has just given to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with which Allah has been addressed as Maliki Ar-Rahmani Ar-Rahimi Maliki Yawmiddin, after of course Rabbil Alameen. So it is you alone, our all glorious Lord. Why it is you alone? Why is it we worship you? Because in Arabic, you see, the structure goes إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ. إِيَّاكَ is in fact the object. But what we have here is an anastrophe. Anastrophe is the inversion of usual word or clause order. It's an inversion of grammatical structure, if you like, in order to signify or to create emphasis and exclusive identification. Emphasis, we call it in Arabic tawqid, and exclusive identification, we call it takhsis. So the sentence does not go na'buduka, which is you. It is not we worship you. Rather, it is you whom we worship. It is you alone whom we worship. Here is the anastrophe I'm referring to. So it is you alone, our glorious Lord, whom we wholeheartedly invoke, glorify, worship, and dutifully submit to. All these words are included denotatively in the word na'budu, in the word ibadah, ya'budu. It includes invocation, it includes glorification, it includes every physical act of worship, and it includes submission to. Abada ya'budu. In Arabic we say tariqun mu'abbad. It's a paved. It's a paved road, so it has been made submissive to its users. So when we say إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ, it means we submit ourselves to you. So all these verbs together, invoke, glorify, worship, and dutifully submit to, are like one bunch included within the word na'budu. And here comes the hinge in this surah, if you like. Because after glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and expressing our full submission to Him and our worship of Him alone, then we come to ask Him, saying, And it is you alone whom we, with full confidence in you, seek for help. وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Again, it is not نَسْتَعِينُكَ. It is وَإِيَّاكَ. It's the object brought to the beginning of the sentence, like this, the inversion. وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Instead of نَسْتَعِينُكَ, which may imply we ask others for help besides you. Rather, it is you alone whom we seek for help. And this implies full confidence in Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. After we express this absolute reliance upon Him, then we come to make our entreaty of Him, which is the peak, if you like. We implore you to benevolently bestow upon us guidance. You see, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اهدنا الصراط. We've just explained that the hidayah to the sirat and the hidayah along the sirat mean two different things. So it is guidance to and guidance along the straight path. And as-sirat al-mustaqim here has this beautiful thing to notice. The word sirata comes from the verb sarata. Sarata means to gulp down with ease and in big amounts. And when it is used for a path or a road or a way, it means, of necessity, it means that it is unbending, short, direct, broad, clear, and sure to reach the destination. All these make it not just a road or a path, but a sirat. It's not just tariq, it's not just sabil. So, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Allah's path is, just because it is called as-sirat, then it definitely is unbending, is short, is direct, is broad, is clear, and is sure that nobody can miss it. It is the path that has always been of those upon whom you have benevolently bestowed your greatest undefiled favor. You see, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. This in'am is not just granting, but it is benevolent granting. It's a loving granting. And then اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Those upon whom you have given your favor, in'am, ni'mah, which means it's the greatest, the undefiled favor on top of every other favor. Not of those upon whom the terrible curse of your eternal wrath has fallen. غير المغضوب عليهم. المغضوب عليهم. Those who have deserved your curse, your wrath for all eternity. Nor of those who have lost the right guidance and gone astray. Who have lost the right guidance and therefore have gone astray from your path. All the grandest forms of praise and the most dignified degrees of grateful veneration are deservedly, ceaselessly, boundlessly, and forever due to Allah alone, the one and only rightful deity, for His uttermost perfection in His being, His names and attributes, and His actions and rule, and also for His infinite bestowal of favours. All praise and grateful veneration are forever due to Him alone, the one and only Lord, Creator, Nurturer and Sovereign Owner of all the worlds that have ever existed or may ever exist, such as the worlds of angels, humans and jinn, and the multifarious worlds within the animal and the plant kingdoms on earth, as well as the cosmic system and the numberless other worlds within it or beyond it, of which humans have no knowledge. All praise and grateful veneration are forever due to Allah alone, the one and only who is all merciful, whose mercy embraces all that is in the heavens and all that is on earth, the only true bestower of abundant mercy, lavishing it especially upon those who sincerely believe in Him, devotedly submit to Him, and deal mercifully with His creation. All praise and grateful veneration are forever due to Allah alone, the one and only true sovereign that has ever been or may ever be, who is the formidable master and almighty full controller of everything, most demonstrably so when there will no longer be any claimant to any sense of ownership, to any degree of authority, or to any kind of power on the day of judgment, which is no doubt coming about soon, and is bringing with it the fair requital for all creatures. It is You alone, our glorious Lord, in Your uttermost highness and Your eternal oneness, whom we, Your lowly slaves, wholeheartedly invoke, glorify, worship, and dutifully submit to, with constant and unrestricted devotion, gratitude, trust, reverence, fear, willing submission, and every form of glorification and deification, without any intercessors between You and us, offering no prayers, supplications, animal slaughterings, or devotions of any kind to anyone but You, yet still never able to worship You as You truly deserve, and finding no true dignity and honour except by being humbly attached to Your glory, seeking our human perfection through our devotion to Your divine perfection alone. And hence it is You alone and Your sovereign dominion over everything and Your absolute command of everything, whom we, Your helpless slaves, most humbly but with full confidence in You, seek for help in every material or spiritual matter in our earthly life, and for every hope that we cherish for our eternal afterlife, and may never at any point be able to manage without Your aid and care, nor to achieve any advantage without Your omnipotent, omniscient might on our side. We hence implore You, O all-merciful Lord, to benevolently bestow upon us continued guidance to and consistent adherence along the straight path, which is unbending, short, direct, broad, clear and sure, alone leading to Your pleasure and Your reward. The path that, by Your grace alone, has always been the undeviating course of those upon whom You have benevolently bestowed Your greatest undefiled favour, of being Your chosen ones, ever close to You, Your prophets, dutiful slaves and messengers, Nuh, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, and Muhammad, and all their brothers, your other prophets and messengers, as well as their disciples and righteous followers of all time. And do not ever, O glorious Lord, let us follow the deviant tracks of those upon whom the terrible curse of your eternal wrath has fittingly fallen. For they are knowing the truth, but then willfully distorting it, and for their further diffusing and propagating depravity and unbelief among people in brazen defiance of you. Nor of those who have willingly lost the right guidance and gone astray from your path without direction by choosing to innovate fundamental matters of faith and of devotional practice, and by blindly following the depraved ways and the fabrications of those who have been cursed with eternal debarment from your mercy and from every goodness and virtue. So they have ended up as self-deluded polytheists and unbelievers.